Okay, today we are going over the Turkish Get Up, one of my favorite exercises. It's going to be a complete body movement, really stabilizes the shoulder joint from a position where you're on the ground to a full standing position. So a lot of core engagement, a lot of shoulder stability, great movement to do in between reps or even as like a warm-up. So a couple of things that I want to go over with the Turkish Get Up is if we set up the body in 4 quadrants. So our lower body, we're gonna have, if we're gonna do a Turkish Get Up on the right side, we're gonna have that, or I'm sorry, on the left side, we're gonna have that left knee raised like Andrew does. So he's gonna bring that knee up and kick it 45 degrees out from the body. Same thing with the leg that's down. The straight leg is gonna be 45 degrees off of the body. And then the upper body, our arm is gonna follow that same path of 45 degrees off of the body. And then our other arm is gonna be punched straight overhead. So one of the things that we really like to do is drill in that rollover pattern. So we're going to push up to our elbow using our core, driving up and back down. And you can notice that Andrew's looking up towards his hand the entire time, up towards the elbow. Good, and back down. One of the common mistakes that we see in this first movement is actually 3 things. One is going to be the arm comes forward, so it would look like this to try and drive up. Second is the knee comes in, so I'm going to take a front angle here. You can see his knee caves in, and then the third one we see is that front leg elevates as we come up. So really focus your cues, and when you're doing these Turkish Get-Ups on those 3 things, keep in solid form. Next position is going to be from our elbow up to our hands. We're going to pause in each position to our elbow. We're going to drive the palm of our hand towards the ground, and again, you can see he's still gazing up at that kettlebell. Good, back down to the elbow, to the hand. One of the common mistakes that we see here is people like to move their hand and get our shoulder joint in a compromised position. So we really want to focus on keeping that hand there, thinking about that hand being in concrete as well as our other foot. So we're going to drive up to the elbow, push through the heel of the hand, up to the hand, full extension. He's going to extend all the way through that tricep. Good, and then up to a hip bridge. Back down. And pause right here. So from here, he wants to push through the heel of the foot, that left foot there. He's going to push through the heel of the ground, driving into a hip bridge. From here, he is going to drive that leg underneath his hips and go ahead and pause there. So now you can see he's got a nice 90-degree angle on the front side. His knee is right underneath his hip. His arm is fully locked out all the way up to that full position. From here, he is going to go ahead and load straight upright. Good, and he's going to hip swivel. So you can see now his legs are actually perpendicular to each other. He's going to hip swivel so that his feet are straight forward. Again, locked out overhead. And then if we could take a side view, his back toe, he's actually going to push off of his back toe and stand up into full upright position. Same thing on the reverse down is going to be reverse lunge, back. He's going to swivel his hips so that those legs get perpendicular again. He's going to find the ground right off of the hip. From there, he's stacked, as you can see, straight line from that wrist, shoulder, elbow to his other wrist. He's going to push through the heel of the ground on that front side, driving that leg back through, controlled down to his glute, controlled down to his elbow, and all the way to his back. And there is your Turkish Get Up. So we're going to add some weight to that, show you the full movement, and then we're also going to show you how to switch sides. So first thing, when you start the kettlebell, you're going to cradle the kettlebell with both hands. You're going to roll it over, press up with both arms, get into that locked position, then you're going to find that ground off of your right side. So full Turkish Get Up looks like this. We're going to pause in each position, show you good position in each. All right, up to the elbow, to the hand, hip bridge, drive the knee underneath, upright, swivel that back leg so that we're squared up, and then all the way upright. Good. Reverse back down, hip swivel, find the ground right off of the leg, Drive that leg through, back to the glute, nice and controlled, to the elbow, and back down. To switch sides, you're gonna grab the kettlebell with both hands, cradle it off to the side, and then you are going to halo it right over your head. And there you have the Turkish Get Up.